Hey, welcome to my Ninja Turtles channel. Hope you're having a great day. There is so much to talk about today. I'm so excited. I'm driving into the studio right now and I really just can't wait. We're going to be talking about Ninja Turtle toys. We're going to be talking about a Ninja Turtles fan film. We're going to be talking about a podcast episode, full price for late pizza. We have a lot to get to. I'm speeding into the studio right now. I can't wait. Get excited. It's going to be a great show. Come on, Mutation Nation. Let's get ready. And let's go! Welcome to my Ninja Turtles channel. It's 7 p.m. in the Big Apple, and this is the Ninja Turtles Show. Your weekly live stream every Turtle Tuesday, covering Ninja Turtles news, toys, cartoons, movies, comics, video games, and more. Whatever the show we want. Hope you're having a great day. Today's show is going to be great. We're talking about Casey Jones as Phantom of the Opera. We're going to be talking about Fury Toys, Autumn Donatello, really cool figure. We're going to be talking about a fan film, Shredder Lives. Some fan art and a podcast episode from Full Price for Late Pizza. And we are going to pay respects to Jason David Frank from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So hold on to your shells and get excited. Mutation Nation, are you ready? Thanks for typing T in the chat, everybody. Every Turtle Tuesday, do this great show. So make sure to like and subscribe. We're having a lot of fun. We're horsing around. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Send in a chat. Type a comment. Let me know what you think. Replay Gang is out there. And I want to let you know, in addition to this video, I do a live stream every Tuesday and every Saturday. So a lot of videos every Tuesday and every Saturday. And last Saturday on my Ninja Turtles channel, we did a video about tea time for a turtle. The least dark moment in Ninja Turtles history. I thought this was a fun, light video, and next Saturday we have a video coming up after Thanksgiving about all the Ninja Turtles appearances in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So strap into your seats, hold on to your shells, and have a bite of a pepperoni pizza with a turkey dinner on it and cranberry sauce. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you for joining me, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Trying these new intros. I'm not sure how they're working out. It's a little tough. I feel like I'm on SNL and I'm doing some sort of cold open, like I have to do some sort of sketch. But hope you are happy to join me. Hope the sound is okay. I'm trying out the new theme song still and trying out the new intro, so hopefully that's working all right for you guys. But who do we have in the chat here? We've got Pickle, SR Striker, Big and Soft Raffy, Fan47. The whole crew is here. Finn is here. So thank you for joining me, and let's get started. The first thing I wanted to get to is some real tough news, but it's important news and I felt we should get to it, and I felt it's important to Ninja Turtle fans. It's about the White Ranger, the Green Ranger, the passing of Jason David Frank from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Sad news came in over the past week, and this is related to Ninja Turtles, of course. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers pretty much dethroned the Ninja Turtles. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers made the Turtles seem uncool. They kind of took the place of the Ninja Turtles, so it was real sad news. I wanted to say rest in peace. Even the name, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it has the same rhythm as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Has the same rhythm. And they have the, the multicolored costumes. And kids can talk about, I like the red one, I like the blue one. All the kids can choose their different color that they like. And Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was a huge success. And like I said, Jason David Frank passed away, dead at 49. Very sad stuff. And maybe the Ninja Turtles created a path, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers walked that path. And in 1993, the Power Rangers really just pretty much knocked the Turtles off of their top of their perch on the ratings and stuff. Like I said last week with the passing of Kevin Conroy, Batman kind of started it in 1992, Batman the Animated Series, when it aired. And Power Rangers definitely finished it when it premiered in 1993. Getting the Turtles off the top of the ratings and off the top of the, Turtle Mania was definitely over in 1993. And I read that Jason David Frank, I'm pretty sure he got the job on the Power Rangers because he had real life martial arts skill. I know later in life, like around 2010, he actually competed in like mixed martial arts tournaments, and I guess he was really talented at martial arts. That's how he got the job. I guess the original Red Ranger was talented in martial arts as well, but some of the other original Rangers, like the Blue and the Pink Ranger, had gymnastic skills. So they all had different skills that they brought to the table on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And originally it was just 5 Rangers on the show, and Tommy Oliver, Jason David Frank's character, came in as the Green Ranger, and originally he was a bad guy. Tommy Oliver was his character's name, Jason David Frank, the actor, and he was a bad guy, and eventually he changed from the Green Ranger to the White Ranger, and he became a good guy. He became the leader of the team. He became the new leader of the team of the Power Rangers. And the Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles even had a crossover episode later on. Jason David Frank wasn't on the show anymore, I don't think. It was Power Rangers in Space, but they crossed over with the Next Mutation version of the Turtles, and you can see Venus de Milo there in the foreground, the girl turtle. So Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles definitely intertwined in history. Like I said, the Power Rangers pretty much dethroned the Ninja Turtles. So sad news, just wanted to pay tribute to Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, the White Ranger. I guess later on in the Power Rangers history, Power Rangers series, he came back as like the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger as well. So Power Rangers was it's a powerful show. It's still running today. And he was in the Power Rangers movie, of course, in the 90s. And you could see there were already 3 actors replaced. The Black, Yellow, and Red Ranger had already been replaced by the time the movie came out. And the actors were paid very little, and they were kind of treated as replaceable. So it was, they replaced the cast like every season or whatever, and they didn't get paid well. But the Ninja Turtles have crossed over with the Power Rangers again in comic book form. There was a mini-series that came out, a 5-issue mini-series a while back. And it was cool. You could see the Green Ranger Shredder and the Power Ranger Turtles. And there's going to be another crossover, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover coming up soon. Another sequel miniseries. So Turtle Mania was pretty much replaced by Power Rangers Mania. And Jason David Frank was definitely a big part of that. The Green Ranger and the White Ranger. And later in life, he grew up. Like I said, he was 20. I think he was like 19 or 20 when the show started. So he was a real young guy, 19 or 20 when the show started. Power Rangers back in 1993. And later in life, like I said, he fought competitively in MMA and had a cool career and went back to the Power Rangers and was kind of like a legacy type character. And I just wanted to say rest in peace from all the Ninja Turtles fans who are also Power Rangers fans. Like I said, Ninja Turtles history and Power Rangers history is definitely intertwined, and he was a big part of that. So let's get some T's in the chat for Tommy. T for Tommy, T for Tommy Oliver, T for Turtles, and T for Tommy Oliver. The White Power Ranger, rest in peace. The Green Power Ranger. Very sad news. But, I could shy away from these topics, but I feel it's important to cover. It's important to pay a little tribute, and it's important to talk about the success of the Power Rangers show. And it's just an important subject. It's unavoidable at a certain point. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is another kind of, it's another tough subject. It's about a Ninja Turtles podcast. Well, pardon me. It's a Ninja Turtles podcast. Full price for late pizza, a TMNT podcast. Have you heard about this podcast before? Before we move on, Mr. Turtle says, first Kevin Conroy and now this. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row I'm doing a eulogy. 2 weeks in a row. It's pretty tough stuff. Batman the Animated Series and Power Rangers were definitely intertwined with the Turtles. So sad stuff for a lot of you out there, and sad stuff for me as well. Sad stuff for everybody, and thoughts and prayers to his family and the cast and everybody. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is while we're doing emotional stories, I figured it'd be good to talk about a full price for late pizza podcast episode. And it's an episode that covers Clunk, the Ninja Turtles cat that was from the 80s. Introduced way back in the Mirage Studios original comics, Clunk the cat was the Ninja Turtles' pet. The Turtles had a pet cat. And the Ninja Turtles' pet cat was their friend throughout all of the Mirage comics, into Volume 4. And it was cool to see the Turtles have a pet cat. And, a cat and a rat are friends here. A mouse and a cat. Even Master Splinter was friends with their pet cat. So they, on Full Price for Late Pizza, which is the name of the podcast, he did an episode, short 24-minute episode about Clunk. And Clunk was around in the IDW stuff, and he was even around in the 2003 show, a very cute cat. And Clunk even made its way into the IDW comic books. And the episode that the Full Price for Late Pizza podcast did, hosted by Mike McGee, covers the Tales of the TMNT Volume 2, episode number 9. And this is a tough issue. This was really an emotional issue. It's a sad issue. And the host of the show, Mike McGee, does a podcast episode about this issue of the comic books with Clunk. And it's a sad issue. And during the episode, the host of the podcast, his voice starts shaking. I think he tears up. And it's a real honest and relatable moment. I felt the same way reading that issue. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the Full Price for Late Pizza podcast, Great Ninja Turtles podcast, a new Ninja Turtles podcast, for covering such a difficult emotion, a universal emotion. Like I said, something we'll all have to go through at one point or another. And went through this issue and did a great podcast episode. Wanted to give him a little recommendation, little plug. So sad stuff. Jason David Frank, and then the Full Price for Late Pizza episode. So tough stuff, but important stuff, and handled well, and something that's really unavoidable at a certain point. It's something that's putting family first is a big part of Ninja Turtles, and it's happened in a lot of different Ninja Turtle stories. So wanted to give a little plug to this podcast, Great Ninja Turtles podcast. Hey Dino Man, how are you? And what are we having here in the chat? Oh, does Clunk become a mutant kitty like Ice Cream Kitty? No, that'd be a cool plot twist. No, he's just Clunk is just a regular cat. Great regular old cat. And next thing I wanted to get to is a new Ninja Turtles toy. You saw it in the thumbnail. You saw in the title, Casey Jones as Phantom of the Opera. The awesome Ninja Turtles and NECA Universal Monsters collaboration continues. Ninja Turtles and Universal Monsters continues. Awesome collaboration. And they're doing these awesome stop motion promo videos too. I love these stop motion promo videos. They're so cool. And they show how bendable and articulate the figures are as well. They show how cool the figures are and how useful they are, how many different ways you can pose them. It's like they're animated. So I wanted to share some of these cool pictures of Casey Jones as Phantom of the Opera. He was announced a while back, and there was some promo pictures, but it was more of a leak. But here, I think they're really doing the full thing. This is the full advertising push, and it's Casey Jones as the Phantom. He has his hockey sticks, his Phantom of the Opera mask, his athletic gear. He has that hockey pad on his left hand, and the mask looks really awesome. Big and Soft Raffy says, NECA be doing the fandom justice. I agree. It's really cool stuff. Casey My Boo says TMNT Fan 47. And I think this figure is really cool. It's nice to see a human figure dressed up as a Universal Monster. I think that's part of what makes the Universal Monsters spooky, is they're human in a certain sense. They're humans, but they're changed, they're deformed, they're possessed, they're the Walking Dead. And the Turtles look cool, as the Hunchback, as Frankenstein. But it was nice to see April as the Bride of Frankenstein, and it's nice to see Casey Jones as the Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of the Opera is a dark, kind of scary character. Casey Jones as a vigilante is a dark, scary character as well. And he's got the Casey Jones mask broken in half, just like the Phantom of the Opera mask. So it's a great mashup. And these NECA figures are so beautiful. They're so detailed. The color looks great. The sculpt looks great. Casey Jones has those bug eyes that are just creepy. His athletic gear looks cool. And I'm excited to see what NECA does next with the Universal Monsters line. He has the goalie hockey stick. I'm excited to see what they do next. I want to see Shredder. I wonder if they do a Krang or a Foot Soldier or Baxter Stockman or other mutants, like if they had a Leatherhead figure or something. But Casey looks scary. He looks dark. The eyes look good. The sculpt looks good. The paint and everything looks great about these figures. I'm really excited about this stuff. And here's another picture. Casey looks just frightening. And the pad looks great. This is kind of like the pad he wore in the 2012 show. It's like I think it's like a hockey goalie pad. And SR Striker says, imagine him being Jason Voorhees. That'd be really cool too. Ninja Turtles Overload, says Mr. Turtle. Very cool stuff. Big and Soft Raffi, who would dress as Saw? Who could it be? And the Casey Jones figure looks cool in those like promotional figures, of course. Those are professionally lit. They choose the best shots, but I saw this picture from a comic book convention. I saw someone posted this online, and he looks cool just kind of posed on a shelf, just hanging out. Casey Jones just looks good as like a candid, just like a candid pose. They kind of just tossed him on the shelf, and the other figures look good too. Splinter is Van Helsing. The Invisible Man, Donatello. SR Striker says Shredder could be Dracula. Rat King as the Mummy. Those would be awesome. I know they did the Michelangelo as the Mummy already, but if the figure works, just do it. I'd love to see whatever they have. NECA is doing great stuff with this, and just wanted to share those pictures, those first promotional pictures, or they're out. This is the official stuff. It's the official commercial. Oh, sorry if I had the volume up really loud on those that earlier commercial. Hopefully you could still hear me, but this stuff is really great. It looks really good. And the stop motion is just wonderful, how fluid it is. The figures are so fluid because the way the figures can move are fluid. The animation looks good because the figures can move in so many different ways. They're realistic looking. So that is one great figure to look forward to, and another figure to look forward to comes from a company I'm not too familiar with called Fury Toys. Are you familiar with Fury Toys? They're doing a figure kind of looking like Donatello, except it's not really Donatello. It's a samurai turtle, and they're calling him Autumn. But it kind of looks like Donatello. It's kind of a not Donatello thing. But the figures look really good. They're really articulated. And because they're a bootleg knockoff kind of rip-off figure, I don't think these are officially licensed. Of course, they're samurai turtles, not Ninja Turtles. Totally different, by the way. But they have a neat design, and they do look really cool. They're highly detailed. And because they're knockoff figures, they're different enough for the company to like not get sued. And that also results in like a real like unique look. I mean, these are like unlicensed. I don't know what the technical term is, if these are bootlegs or knockoff or, technically different, technically not a Ninja Turtle, but kind of close enough. But they look really cool no matter what. I think we know what they're getting at here. So I don't know if I should call it a knockoff, but some of the stuff, I'm not too familiar with the company Fury Toys, but they call the accessories gift part. So I'm not sure if it's like a company from another part of the world. It says gift part, and that's not usually how this stuff is referred to, but usually they call them like accessories or something. But they also, in addition to Donatello as Autumn, or Autumn Donatello, whatever they're calling it, they had already released a Leo figure. I think these are coming out soon. They had done pre-orders for these a while back. The figures are $50 plus shipping. It's a Leo samurai figure, and he looks really cool. It looks like a samurai turtle. They released the samurai turtles from the 2012 show, and he looks like one of those. So this is Leonardo, or Spring. If you don't want to get sued, I'm sure it's called Spring. But these figures look cool. They look unique. And Mr. Turtle says, so they're being named after seasons. Yes, they are. The 4 turtles are named after the seasons. Big and Soft Raffi says Autumn Tello. But these figures look cool. So wanted to share that. And in addition to Leonardo and Donatello, in addition to Spring and Autumn, there is another figure that they have shared pictures of with the Donatello. They have another figure coming out that looks like a character you may recognize called Master, a character Master Splinter. It's not Master Splinter though, it's just Master, totally different, and really looks like the Master Splinter from the 2014 and 2016 movie, if you ask me, or kind of looks like a stretched out version of the 2003 Splinter. But neat figure, a lot of accessories, really detailed figures, really cool looking unique figures. They're unlicensed or knockoff or bootleg or independent or whatever this is called. I don't know the technical term, but the accessories look really cool. Alternate heads, little baby turtles that come with Master, samurai heads, samurai sculpts, all sorts of cool stuff. And these figures are exciting. They're neat. Like I said, $50 plus shipping. But these figures are pretty small. They're less than 5 inches tall. They're like 4.5 inches tall. So I think these are smaller than the original turtles. The actual original turtles are like in the 5-inch scale, and these are like 4.5 inches. So I saw someone posted this picture, and it shows how tiny they really are. They're not that big. So kind of an expensive figure for that size, but they look cool. And they also released a figure a while back called Crocker, which kind of looks like Leatherhead or looks like Killer Croc. So Wilderness Hunter Crocker, another figure that's totally not ripping off anything, but looks cool nonetheless. And he's probably from the bayou, I guarantee. So that's a cool figure. That's something to look forward to for all the Ninja Turtle toys fans that are big fans out there. David says they are totally mad natural toys. I agree. Very cool stuff. SR Striker, he says the Crocker figure could be both. Yeah, Killer Croc or Leatherhead. So just wanted to share this. Donatello figure was just announced or released or promoed or whatever. The pictures were just put out the other week, and I thought they looked pretty cool. So the next thing I wanted to get to is another, this is a fan film. So those toys are kind of an unlicensed toy, and this is an unlicensed fan film. And it comes from By Design. I'm not sure if you're familiar with By Design. I kind of just stumbled across them on YouTube. Their thing is By Design Live, like their YouTube name is By Design Live, and 3 out of their 4 last videos are about Ninja Turtles. I think they're a band, or they did like a little cover, like a short film of Turtle Power. Turtle Power. Turtle Power, Partners in Crime cover. And 3 out of their 4 last videos are Ninja Turtle stuff. And in their previous video, they introduced 4 guys who aren't turtles, but they are wearing 4 multicolored bandanas. Red, blue, orange, and purple. So they're not turtles, they're human, they're Teenage Mutant Ninja humans, I guess, apparently. Guys walking around a city. And you can see Michelangelo there, the stand-in for Michelangelo. He's got an M on his shirt. Maybe that's for MTV or Michelangelo TV. But they look, they look like humans. They're not Ninja Turtles, but it's a fan film. It's an interesting spin on the Ninja Turtles to have them as humans instead of Ninja Turtles. It's an easy way to save on a crazy costume or, CGI or whatever. So it's cool to see the Turtles just played by humans. It's very unique. It's a really reimagined world. It's a really realistic world. They're just humans. And this is their Shredder. They have a unique Shredder. He's just a human wearing a, silver kind of chainmail shirt. He's a weird guy with a knife, frankly. And it's interesting to see how they treated these things. And this is their Shredder. He's just a creepy guy with a knife and a chainmail shirt. So it's weird to see a fan film with just like really human people. It's really grounded. It's, like I said, it's a small scale. It's realistic. They're just humans. And, there's some fighting in these fan films, and the fighting in fan films is always a tough thing to pull off. The choreography, plus the filming it, editing it the right way so it has energy and it looks realistic, plus sound effects, and it seems tough. And there's some fighting in these videos, and I would say focus on the story. And this is their April O'Neil. You can see the Shredder there. He's holding a knife to their April O'Neil, another unique take on an April O'Neil character. Mr. Turtle says this is really surreal, like more than the concept of Teenage Turtles that are both ninjas and mutants. So it's an interesting take on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's just like kind of guys wearing multicolored bandanas, but it's definitely a unique reimagining. So that's their first video, and they recently put out another really unique video called Shredder Lives. And it starts off with the Turtles. You're going to be surprised by where this goes. The Turtles capture Shredder. They capture the guy with the mask. And you can see Leonardo runs up here to Shredder. They capture him. Leonardo picks up a knife off the ground. So this is something we've kind of seen in other... versions in the Ninja Turtles before, where Leonardo has a certain knife and something happens to Shredder here with Leonardo. And, Leonardo stabs the guy several times, and it's a pretty brutal scene. It came out of nowhere. It was, pretty brutal that they just kind of kill Shredder. Yeah, Shredder's dead in this fan film. So Shredder's there. He's dead wearing his leather pants. Is this the first version of Shredder we've seen with leather pants? I think this might be our first leather pants Shredder that we've ever seen. That's a unique twist on Shredder. Leather pants. He's got style. And unfortunately, he gets killed in this fan film. And then they have a segue later that day, and they switch into animation. and it's really cool that they switch from live action to animation in their fan film. It definitely feels like a fan film. It's like a, you know, it's just some guys with the camera. It's cool that they did it on a shoestring budget. It looks nice. And they switch over to animation, and this animation was done by Anthony Riccici. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Riccici. And they switch over to animation for the animated Shredder. And the, you know, the artwork looks pretty good. It's kind of got a horror movie theme. He's looking at his wounds. He's bleeding. He dresses his wounds. He's reflective. This is their version of the Shredder, kind of just a human, real, like, neighborhood version of Shredder. He's having a tough time, and he meets up with, like, his friend or something, and his friend kind of dresses his wounds. Oh, Mr. Turtle says, I don't think he's dead. I mean, it's called Shredder Lives. Good call. How did I miss that one? I even said the title. It's called Shredder Lives. And he's dead. I walked right into that one, didn't I? Well, he has his friend here that dresses his wounds, and apparently he lives. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Turtle. You're always one step ahead of me. Thank you, Mr. Turtle. Very great. So Shredder gets his wounds dressed here by his good friend that helps him. I don't know, maybe this is their version of Tatsu. And this is Shredder's bald guy with the mask on. So really unique fan film, live action, and animation. So to be continued. He's looking at a picture of himself maybe, or another bald guy. And this is it's how it ends. To be continued. And the description on the video says, Shredder wakes up on a cold city street alone and bleeding. He manages to return to his hideout to be welcomed by an old friend. As his wounds are dressed, the Shredder can contemplate only one thing. There is only one thing left to do. Revenge. The Shredder can contemplate only one thing. Revenge. Shredder's revenge. Mr. Turtle says, this makes no sense. Yeah, it's a pretty wild story. It's live action, then it's animation. And he's alive and he's dead, and he wants revenge and he lives. So it's cool. I like what they're doing. They're doing whatever they want. It's a unique take on the Ninja Turtles, and it's a unique take on the classic story. So that's By Design. Go check out By Design Live. 3 out of their 4 last videos are Ninja Turtles related videos. So cool channel doing some cool stuff. Never really heard of them before, but really interesting stuff that they're trying out. And speaking of fan projects, fan things, Ninja Turtle fans, great fans of Ninja Turtles out there doing their own stuff, doing arts and crafts. And I wanted to share, oh, that was the wrong picture. I wanted to share some bead art. I don't know anything about bead art, but this is a really zoomed in bead art, fan art thing. And I guess it took 20,000 of these beads. 20,000 of these beads on a bead art project. And you can see as we're zooming out here, you can see it coming together. You can see what it's making. Oh, and it's making my computer skip. Hopefully we're not dropping frames. Uh-oh, there goes my video quality. Apparently there was too many beads. Too many beads for my computer to handle. Too many beads for my internet to handle. Got bad internet here in the sewer. It's tough to get good internet here in the sewer, but you can see what's going on here in this picture. It's this picture, classic Ninja Turtles picture. So really cool fan art. It's great being a Ninja Turtles fan. Type a T for Turtles if you're a Ninja Turtles fan. T for Turtles, and I wanted to say T for thank you for joining me here on my Ninja Turtles channel for the Ninja Turtles show. Do a live stream every Tuesday and every Saturday. Last Saturday we did a great live stream about tea time for turtles, tea time for a turtle, and this Saturday we're doing the Ninja Turtles and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So make sure to like and subscribe to my Ninja Turtles channel and tune in on Saturday for the next live stream. Thank you for joining me. Big shout out to everyone in the chat, and big shout out to everyone in the replay gang. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you on Saturday. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoy your time with your families. Hope you're having a great week. Take some time for yourself. And I guess there's just one thing left to say, right? Cowabunga! Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and share this video. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Ninja Turtles videos like this.